But anyway, we should really talk about game stuff because it's been a really long time, and I've been playing a bunch of stuff, including this game right here. Oh, and I die right off the top
Oh
of
wow,
the clip
nice.
too.
Oh,
This is Super Mario Maker 2,
Oh
on
man.
the Nintendo Switch. Did you guys play a lot of the first Super Mario Maker, if at all?
I mean, I feel like I did for like a solid month, if that, and then was kind of just done.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't for lack of like interest. It was just I think I just moved on to something else. But it was such a cool concept. But that being said, I really don't like games where you make content. It's not really for me.
Yeah,
So
that.
I would really just be one that plays, and that's kind of only half the game.
Well,
yeah.
to be fair, you can also play other people's levels, which was a
Yeah,
real
yeah.
crapshoot in the first game, I found. Because there was no real course tagging, and I always felt like the levels it served were either really trolly or really hard, and usually they were both. And so I bounced off that part real quick, and I made a couple levels, and that was fun. It was like it's the most fun I've ever had with a level creator in a game ever. But then I made like 3 or 4 levels, and the original Nintendo levels weren't served up very well. Like they served them up as part of like a randomized challenge, but odds are you wouldn't be able to beat it all in one sitting, so you'd end up playing duplicate levels as you went through it.
Okay.
But with Super Mario Maker 2, they actually have a story mode in the game, which I think was really well put together. And why did the B-roll freeze just there? Oh man, my computer's chugging a little bit.
Oh, it didn't freeze on mine. It's good.
Okay.
No, we were good.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. And Randy says, "Oh, hey, that's my level." Yes, it is. I picked this because this was like a really cool level.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks kind of cool. Randy, you made that level. It looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, this is actually my entire experience with Mario Maker. I watched YouTube videos of it endlessly, but I've never actually played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the cool things about this particular version of Mario Maker is that it has like a story mode to it. And the story of it's really silly. It's the Princess Peach's castle has been destroyed, and
again.
they ran out of money to build it, so Mario has to go take on all these jobs, which are different levels, in order to get the money to rebuild the castle. And
That's
all
really
of the
cute.
jobs are like they're served up the same way as Course World, where it would have a description and it has like a fake username, and they would write in like lead speed and stuff to make it sound like it was actually from a user. And so it like kind of tied in like the actual Course Maker stuff with the Nintendo storylines, and the levels are really clever. They're not fully blown adventures. It's more like here is a concept for what you could do with the builder, but it also lends to like
Makes
very
sense.
different types of Mario levels that Nintendo wouldn't make normally, but they're still super polished and really well done.
That's really cool.
And
Yeah,
so-
because like this like doesn't feel like Mario, but it still feels like Mario at
Yes.
the same time. It's like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, getting to play Randy's levels was really fun. He's done some good stuff. I find that generally speaking, the course world serves up better levels, especially if you're on the easy or normal side. If you go to like hard or super expert, like forget about it. You were just gonna get destroyed and hate your life.
Oh, you almost made it. Oh my god.
I'm having like anxiety watching
I
this.
know, I know.
The actual like creator tools, like that was probably the best part of the Wii U version, was having that tablet and
Yeah.
being able to touch and move everything. I feel like because it doesn't really have that anymore, it's a bit worse. Like you can still build in portable mode and use your finger or use a stylus, but then all the menus have changed around so that it works better on a controller. So now you're picking stuff from radial menus when before it was just like pull up this menu, touch this thing, versus pull up this menu and now cycle through different radials to find the thing. So it's a little worse, a little harder, but you can still build a lot of stuff. They have so many more tools and options. Like the swingy thing was never in any Mario game. So they added,
Oh god, you can get it. Oh, there you go.
they added a bunch of brand new stuff, and what was I gonna say? Yeah, there's a lot of new tools, a lot of new options. I think the big thing is different conditions you can put on beating a course. So you can get people to like, oh, you have to get 50 coins before you beat this level, or you have to cross the finish line while holding a Koopa shell. And it really changes the dynamic of the levels themselves. And people have made some really wild stuff.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. That's really fun. Like again, it feels like Mario, but it's not Mario at the same time.
Yeah. The big disappointment here is the multiplayer. the online
Yeah.
multiplayer in particular. Like, I was really disappointed that it wasn't going to have that at launch, like play multiplayer with your friends. And then playing it here just makes me go like, maybe they should have just cut this whole feature entirely, because it does not work. Like, every match is laggy, and laggy Mario is horrible. Like, any sort of lag to Mario, because it's such a precision game. And I can't believe that it's the netcode is awful. Everything runs laggy, and it's, I'd say, just like not worth playing at all. At least that part of it. Like, if you can download levels and play them with friends, local co-op, then you'll have an okay time. Like, Mario as a multiplayer game can be fun if a little chaotic, maybe too chaotic at times. But yeah, playing it with the chaos of people, random people on the internet that you don't know and you can't communicate to, and it's super laggy, like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, for the most part, like, if you've got a Nintendo Switch, you like Mario, I think this one's a really great pickup. At the very least, you can play the Nintendo levels, and that's a pretty solid campaign there, and spend a couple of hours playing other people's levels, even if you're not going to make any yourself. Like, still pretty cool.
Definitely, it's a cool tool. And it's a game that's going to be around for like kind of for a while, because it's only going to evolve and get better.
Yeah, I mean, like, people were making new Mario Maker levels on the Wii U right up until this came out. So
yeah,
this community is going to keep going, maybe even longer than the Switch itself.
Is there a leaderboard or something, like, to say, oh, this is the top downloaded level, or these are the top
Sort of, yes.
user created?
You can see top levels, you can see popular levels, and then there's also a ranking system for multiplayer Mario. If you want to be the best competitive Mario player, you can work your way up the ranks and do that too, for whatever
Based
it's
on
worth.
what?
Wins.
On user? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like overall wins for any level or something else?
Like beating people in a match.
Oh,
right.
So if you can withstand the lag.
Yeah, I was gonna say that feature. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.